Hello again. Welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. I told you I'd jump on for a short period of time today. So look at the title. Black MAGA drops truth bombs on Philadelphia City Council. And basically, they're saying things that we've been saying all along. So I definitely wanted to touch upon this topic, discuss it with you. I'll give you my review, and then we are out of here. Do me one small favor, please, as you enter the chat room, if you will, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying the content, and YouTube may possibly share the information out with even more people. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The usual suspects are joining us in the chat room. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. And I think I got everyone. Oh, hello. Ocho is here again. How you doing? Hope that you have subscribed. You were here with us. I think you joined us last night for the first time. So I guess you enjoyed the content. And so you're back. We're glad you're here. We are not a large channel, but we do enjoy ourselves and discuss pertinent topics that are trending. And we just have an excellent conversation. Perfect. Now, look at the title. Tijuana, I guess, stepped out for a moment. But Tijuana, Beverly, hello, Ocho, Vacay, Greg, Roni, hello to all of you. And I know it's Saturday, and some people have sent me a text. They have things going on with their lives, so I understand. And let's keep Monique and her family in our prayers as they are experiencing some very dire and severe health situations. And so, again, I know you can't make all of the lives. I get it. Don't feel bad. Spend time with your family and do what you need to do. So let's go through this, folks. Again, we talk about this, seems like daily, right? The Philly City Council considers ICE out legislation as DA Krasner decries, and he calls the ICE agents wannabe Nazis. And I think I'm going to do a video on this tomorrow. And so ICE agents and anyone else in any career field. Look, you have people in every career field that do things that they should not do. I just shared an article, I think article and video on my Facebook page about a teacher they just arrested for essaying a student. So I'm not doing that, but some people are. So you cannot say all teachers are. There's just a small percentage of people, like every profession, that has people that do things they should not do. Right, Tina? So let's look at this. As the City Council considers ICE out, we know Philadelphia is blue. They have been blue since the beginning of time. And we've already discussed the blue cities, and we know what's going on. And I pulled up some stats. I've done this before. I'm doing it again to reiterate. Plus, we've had, new people to join the channel who may not be aware. And so, hey, I will not stop for the new people that don't know, my stance, my views. That's why I have to continue to discuss this. And hey, drop your comments and let me know where you stand. And this is a MAGA channel, but hey, we have plenty of people who are not MAGA people. They come in, they're respectful. We have a conversation. Boom, we go. Okay, so let me continue. And this is democracy now. Need I say more, right? And they're on PBS, and we know they're all the way to the left. How you doing, Joel? And so let me go over this. I'll play this, and then, and of course here, if you look, this is Amy Goodman, and she is, well, let me let you listen to it. And then I have a clip where I'm going to let you listen to the people who were actually at the city council meeting. Thank you, my girl. Yeah, that's why I can't stop, because everything that we talk about and discuss as to why we do not support the Democratic Party is here. Here we go.
I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. As we continue to look at local resistance nationwide against Trump's crackdown, we go to Philadelphia, where a group of at least 15 city council members have backed a package of 7 bills aimed at combating federal immigration enforcement operations in Philadelphia, including codifying the city's sanctuary protections. The bill would also prohibit federal immigration agents from concealing their identities, covering their faces, or using unmarked cars. It also requires judge-signed warrants and prohibits city workers from cooperating with ICE. The efforts are being led by Philadelphia City Council members Kendra Brooks, who will join us in a minute, and Rue Landau. They co-authored the legislation package. All but 2 of the city's 17 council members have co-sponsored.
So, in my opinion, the 2 who did not co-sponsor this piece of legislation, they need to be voted back in. The rest of these people need to go ASAP. I will continue.
The ICE out package, indicating the legislation may have a veto-proof majority. In response to the legislation being introduced, Philadelphia Mayor...
These people need to go. They have their checks. They're not living in these communities where people are dealing with the crimes of the illegals, where the illegals have been dumped, right? So let me continue. My girl says this is affecting people's mindsets about the midterm. Yes. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much, love. That's why you're the reason I continue to go live. I have a core group of people who are always here no matter what. So I will always do lives. You know that. Beverly, thank you. So yeah, I don't care how small. We have 2 people in here. I will move forward. Okay. I cannot help a lot of things I need to do. I just don't have time. But my people who've been here for years, my teaching job pays the bills. So that's where my focus is. I do as much as I can here on YouTube. I can't do what the larger content creators do. Yes, I am trying to grow the channel, but I have to focus with the my teaching job, because that's where I make my money. That crazy cat looking lady said something real stupid about the voter ID. It just shows you how ignorant and evil their mindset is. Exactly. But she'll be in church this Sunday. Let me continue.
Cheryl Parker made one of her first public statements about Trump's immigration raid, saying on social media, quote, "We're aware of the potential challenges we face."
This lady needs to go. So again, the city council, let's be clear and transparent, just like with our great sister, Miss Prosperity in Chicago. The city council is supposed to be there. How you doing, Caesar? For the people, their constituents who actually vote them in, so, but when they get there, they are there to follow the Democratic agenda. Stop voting for these people. I will continue.
We understand the public's fear of the unknown as it relates to federal policy associated with immigration, unquote. Meanwhile, Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner has launched a national coalition of prosecutors that would...
Just so you know, to be very transparent, if you don't know, I will tell you. Larry Krasner is backed by George Soros. Need I say anything else? Now, he's threatening to hunt down these ICE agents like Nazis were hunted down after World War II. And he's threatening them, saying, when Trump is out of office, we're still coming after you. So let me continue.
Hold federal immigration agents accountable if they're found to have violated state or local laws and civil rights protections. The coalition includes prosecutors in Virginia, Arizona, and Texas. Last week, DA Krasner issued this warning to federal immigration agents.
This is a small bunch of wannabe Nazis. That's what they are. In a country of 350 million, we outnumber them. I, along with a bunch of other state prosecutors, are rallying around Mary Moriarty, who is the prosecutor in Minneapolis. I know for a fact she...
So, need I say more? Everyone, please wish Mr. John Randall a very happy birthday, and may God bless you with many, many more. We are glad that you have decided to take time out of your busy schedule and join us on your latest Circle Around the Sun.
Is working 24/7 to make sure that there is justice coming out of two, what appear to be, by all indications, criminal homicides, and what appears to be, by all indications, a criminal shooting of someone in the leg. I want you to understand that just as you have come together, there are state prosecutors coming together right now to make sure that people understand there will be accountability. There will be accountability now. There will be accountability in the future. There will be accountability after Trump is out of office. If we have to hunt you down the way they hunted down Nazis for decades, we will find your identities. We will find you. We will achieve justice, and we will do so under the Constitution and the laws of the United States.
Let me say this. Why doesn't he take all of the fervor that he has and hunt down the people in these low income, high crime communities that are essaying people, unaliving people every day, usually black males unaliving other black males? You see all this energy he has for ICE? Again, take that and fix the city. I will pull up crime stats for you to look at. We've done this before. We're doing this again. Right, Caesar? And that's the problem I have with these people. You have this much energy against ICE. Why not take that energy and clean up the crime-ridden communities that you govern over? He is dead in sins and trespasses, so he won't see what he's doing is dark and wrong. Boom, you got it, my girls. Caesar, I have no words.
That was Philadelphia DA Larry Krasner. For more, we're joined in...
He's the district attorney. Caesar, I said something about him before you joined us. Okay.
In Philadelphia by City Council member Kendra Brooks, sponsor of the ICE Out legislative package that's being voted on.
And we know how she got her job. She's a black female. She supports you. She will help you. And she's done nothing. Enforcing federal law is not against the Constitution. Good luck with that. Exactly. Jet lag, how are you doing? And again, does anyone see a pattern here? All of these videos that we're doing. Again, the Democrats continue to put black faces in high places. And the vicious cycle continues. All of this energy she needs to take and clean up these crime-ridden black communities. But oh, no, we can't do that. We've said on this channel many times, crime is very lucrative, right? We have to continue to feed the prison industrial complex. We know that. So yeah, so we're going to go against ICE. Okay, listen to this crap.
By the Philadelphia City Council. Powerful words by the DA. Can you explain exactly what's at the heart of your legislation and how it can be enforced if, in fact, you and Rolynn, the two of you sponsoring this legislation, get it passed?
Well, thank you so much for having me to start. Councilmember Landau and I worked very closely with DA Larry Krasner and our Sheriff's Department to make sure this legislation will be able to be enforced once we move it forward. Part of it was just making sure our community members felt safe. As a community organizer myself, we heard the cries from the community calling for something to be done. So we started out with a series of community trainings around how to protect yourself against ICE. And over the last couple of months, we've been crafting out this legislation with both local and national legislators and attorneys to make sure that this is something that we can actually implement here in the city of Philadelphia.
Let me read Tina's statement. These people wanted to defund the police, and now they want to get rid of ICE. They want America as a free-for-all. Those are facts. My girls, they keep using weak-minded, unforgiving black people. That had nothing to do with the past sins of racism in this country. So they joined the evil powers that be to destroy this nation. Oh, that's an excellent point, my girls. Truth bombs. Useful idiots is what they're called. Boom. Here we go.
And Councilwoman, how would this package actually work? Are you seeking to get criminal liability or civil liability by Philadelphians against ICE abuses?
I think the determination on exactly how it worked would be up to the prosecutor, which will be the DA's office, to determine exactly how that works. But for us, the goal was to get something on the books to codify our existing executive orders to make sure that community members felt safe and that something was actually being done to protect, our citizens here in Philadelphia, whether it's the number of folks who have experienced ICE agents being unmasked and in unmarked cars coming.
What about the people, your constituents, who are being carjacked, who are being SA'd, who are being unalived? You never put this energy into correcting that problem, ma'am, Miss Kendra Brooks. And that is the problem that I have with you.
To the criminal justice center or to schools or to places of employment, or whether it was making sure that we're not participating and sharing data with ICE agents, and also making sure
they want to make sure they don't share data with ICE agents. Listen to these people. Oh my God. But Caesar, Tina, Joel, my girls, John Randall, Jetlag, Greg, Beverly, hello. Who else can I call? Anyone else who's here in the chat who has not typed their name. If any of you, as well as myself, commit crimes and the U.S. Marshals are looking for us, prior to the U.S. Marshals coming to pick us up, the local police, for those that don't know, will come and arrest us and hold us until the U.S. Federal Marshals or the FBI, whoever is coming to pick you up. They will come and arrest you and hold you until they arrive to take you into federal custody. But oh, no. Can't do that to the illegals. They have to be against anything as it relates to assisting or helping with the immigration crisis that the Democrats caused.
They're unable to stage raids and attacks on our community in our public spaces, i.e. schools, recreation centers, or any places owned by the city. So our goal was to make sure that something is in place to prevent any undue harm. And
what about preventing, again, all of the unaliving that takes place in those high poverty, high crime, Black communities of the people that you say you love? You can't make this stuff up, people. It's hilarious.
To work with existing law enforcement to make sure that we can do something to protect our citizens.
And what about conditions in detention centers in Philadelphia? There was a death of a Cambodian American, Paradise La, on January 9th. He was found unresponsive in a Philadelphia detention center and rushed to a hospital. What can the Philly city government do to regulate conditions inside a federal jail?
I think, well, from my understanding, we have been looking into that. We heard it was 2 deaths in detention centers here in Pennsylvania. But
how many deaths have they had of Americans who are incarcerated? They never talk about that. But as it relates to these 1 or 2 illegals dies, oh my, the world is ending. You see the problem I have with these people, right?
They aren't actually in Philadelphia. We are working with legislators across the Commonwealth to have this discussion. And we have a couple bills that are happening in our state house as well around regulations around ICE and detention centers. But we'll see what happens moving forward. We've been working very closely with a lot of our immigrant justice organizations in the city and across the Commonwealth. And hopefully we'll see something come out of that soon.
The Pennsylvania governor, Josh Shapiro, has sued the Trump administration 19 times and successfully stopped the unlawful deployment of the National Guard. As we begin to wrap up, can you talk about the significance of this support from the state government and also perhaps what you want to see more of and the timing of your ICE out legislation, when it's going to be voted on?
I think it's good to see the state of Pennsylvania fighting back against the Trump administration, especially when it comes to our citizens, whether it the multiple cases that the governor has brought against, whether it's the removing of our slave monument down on Market Street, or us.
You know, they had to bring up slavery, racism, all of this. Removing a slave monument. How is that helping the people? Again, and I'm going to pull the stats up for all of you. I don't care about symbolism. How are your policies going to help me and my family? So again, lose me with the symbolism. Okay? Policy. Boom. Robert? Yes, Caesar. Tina, I have a problem with the thousands of Americans that have died because of illegals. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. That's why I just can't with these people.
Implementing this ICE legislation, I think collectively as a Commonwealth, we can work together to protect our citizens across the board. And also with our ICE out legislation, we are waiting for it to get put into committee. It should take about 4 to 6, maybe 8 weeks before we can get a committee hearing, or maybe sooner. And our goal is just to move this as fast as possible to make sure that, you know, we're doing all that we can to keep Philadelphians safe and continue to work with our state and federal legislatures to make sure that Pennsylvania is a welcoming place for our immigrant neighbors.
Well, I want to thank you very much for being with us. Philadelphia City Council member Kendra Brooks, the minority leader and member of the Working Families Party, as we continue our tour around the country of...
Remember that name, Kendra Brooks. And did you hear what she said? She's for the working families. Yeah, sure. So tell me my review, my opinion. She needs to go. The other 16 people who voted for this, they need to go. The 2 people who voted to what I'm going to say with the people of Philadelphia, keep them. The rest of these people have to go. My girl says her energy is evil. She didn't have this energy for any of those killed unalive by the illegals. My girls, you understand what I'm saying here. That's why I can't with these people. And let me show you a clip. And thank God you had Black MAGA there. And they told them what they thought, how they feel. And they should. All right. I mean, come on. This is not acceptable, people. It's just not. Her energy is evil. She didn't have, they've got to bring up slavery. They've got to bring up stolen land, which I'm sick of being an American native. Right, Tina, it's same play from the Democratic playbook. Okay. So Caesar said she probably has no lineage to American slavery or Jim Crow. Caesar, you know what I'm saying these days? I need to see some birth certificates. Bring back the birther movement. Where were her parents born and her grandparents? Okay, I'm sure we're finding out. But a lot of these people in these positions are placed there strategically by the Democrats, and they do not have roots here in America. So let's look at this. Okay, and here is the lady we were just listening to. And I have a video I'm going to share with you. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I have the right video queued up. Boom, I do. So let's listen, excuse me, to the video, and then I'll give you my review.
My name is John McCauley. I'm with a grassroots organization called Flip Philly Red. We're here to give something different to Philadelphia, something that y'all are not used to because you've been voting Democrat for the mayor's office for the past 70 years.
Did everybody hear that? If you are new here, I did a video on these blue cities, Philadelphia being one. And I pulled up a map. I think a long time. Was it last year? 2024, 2025? I don't know. You can scroll through my lives and you can find it. Places like Philadelphia, Chicago, Detroit. If you look, yes, Caesar. If you look and you're trying to find the last time they had a Republican mayor, a Republican governor, like Chicago, they haven't had a Republican mayor since 1931. So go back. You don't have to listen to me. Go back. If you have the internet, everything I'm telling you, you can find that and more. All of these blue cities. And he just told you, 70 years, you can find the same info in my video. So either you believe me and this young man, or we're both lying. Listen.
It's not MAGA who's doing all of the carjacking and the shootings. When we talk about ICE, when 78 million people, 7 swing states, including Pennsylvania, we voted for this. We voted for this. We gave a mandate. So I want to sit here and tell U.S. Senator John Fetterman, U.S. Senator Dave McCormick to vote yes and support H.R. 7147. I sit here in disgust as I watch Kendra Brooks, Jamie Gunthier hold up pictures of a domestic terrorist, Renee Good. I never seen her put up a picture of Dakara Thompson, a 19-year-old who was raped and murdered by an illegal alien and thrown over a bridge. I never seen her put up a picture of Lincoln Riley, who was raped and murdered. I never seen her put up a picture of Larisha Thompson, a mother. I named 2 black women, by the way.
This young man gets it. This other black woman who we just looked at, Kendra Brooks, she said nothing about the black or white women that have been unalived by illegals. So, but she puts this picture up of this illegal. Oh my God, don't touch the illegals. So this young man gets it. He sounds like he's on the same page as we are.
And y'all sit here and pander to white liberal women like Renee Good.
Could you speak on the resolution?
I'm speaking on all of it. It's my first.
Okay, now look at this bootlick here. He needs to go to. They don't want to hear what he's saying. Our great sister, Miss Prosperity in Chicago, and everyone else who has boots on the ground there, this is what they're fighting. They're fighting against the same thing. They have the same problem. These people don't want to hear what they have to say. They try to silence their voice.
First Amendment right. I'm gonna speak. It all goes hand in hand.
Just make
because
sure
we
you speak
funded
on
to
the
deport
resolution.
20. We wanted to fund. We want to fund to deport 20 million illegal aliens that was imported in here by the Biden and Harris administration with the help of the cartels. So once y'all stand up for Americans for once.
How many times have we said that on this channel? My girls, Black people like these are too emotionally scarred by a past they had nothing to do with. And the white people that support them are weak as milk toast. Boom. We're connected, right? My girls, they're talking about slavery and Jim Crow. Most of these people, like you said, they had nothing to do with it. But emotionally, they are weak. And they wear their emotions on their sleeves. You're right. And yes, Tina, this young man gets it. He's talking about the Black and white Americans that the Democrats say nothing about. Nothing. How you doing, Abdullah? Thank you so much for the super chat and welcome. And that's where, you know, if you've been here on this channel for a while, you know I have major issues with that. You know where I stand. America first, right? So yes, let's continue.
Because America comes first.
Did they kill his mic? Because now you can't hear him.
Thank you for your opinion. Thank you very much.
You see, this guy is standing up here to me being condescending. He does not want to hear what this man is saying. He needs to go. Okay? This is what voting blue, no matter who, will do for you. Yes, Tina. Notice you see the same type of dismissive, condescending behavior that Miss Prosperity and the other people in Chicago who are fighting against Emperor Johnson and the city council members there who are on board with him in supporting the Democratic agenda. It's the same thing, folks. My girls, he looks like more like a bootlicker. Catch it. Yes. Man in the tie walks close to the speaker, kind of like threatening to him. Yes. Vacay, he's a bootlicker. Oh, yeah. He wants to keep his checks coming. He does not care about the constituents. And we can see, we know that. Here we go.
Name is John.
Okay. There are other people who were speaking as well, but they don't want to hear
The carjacking.
what these people are saying. And there was a young lady who was speaking too. And I'm going to find her.
Seen her put up a picture of Lincoln Riley.
Let me find the young lady who was speaking. There are clips all over. I told you, you go on Twitter, and as you know, I went to Lincoln Riley's funeral, and I stand by our American citizens. Yes. What about Lincoln Riley? Let me see if I can pull up the video of the lady who was also speaking. And you tell me what your thoughts are. All right. Hit that like button, please, folks, as you join us. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. So Black MAGA is taking a page from the Chicago movement of Black MAGA. So, hey, I'm here for it. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section. All right. So we're going to pause. I'm going to queue up the next video and then we are done. Okay. I hope that you are enjoying the content. As we queue up. All right. Yeah. Let me share this video of this young lady here. She's saying the same thing. She gives her name. I'm going to try and reach out to her on social media and see if I can send her a link and have her to join us. Because I would love to have her on the show. And what she's saying is very important, vitally important. Abdullah, thanks again for your super chat. How you doing? Kasik, haven't seen you in a while. Abdullah, I am sending you some hearts in the comment section. And I do thank you for your support here on the channel. Boom. Robert, yes, she like the other bootlegs want to keep their checks coming. Eco, how you doing? Kasik, where have you been? I hope everything is well with you and yours. Darnell, okay, haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, Darnell? As I welcome some of you, and I know life happens, so I get it. Echo, yes. I'm trying to speak to all of you, and then we're going to watch the next video. Jaggalo, oh my goodness. Where have you been? Oh, wow. All right. People are coming in that I haven't seen in a while. Life does not ask. It just happens. I get it. Here we go. Okay. MAGA, so glad you could make it. Let us know how Randy's doing in the chat, please, dear. Thank you. Okay, my girls. All right, so let me get this queued up. Let's see what this young lady is saying. And then I'll give you my review and then we're done.
My name is Sheila Armstrong. Some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. I have to be honest that I'm not happy to be here today because of what God had put on my heart to say today. I really try to stay in my lane. I created Cooker for Autism so I could do my advocacy work in peace and mind my own business and just help the people that I like to help because I don't do politics. I don't like politics, and y'all know this. God put on my heart a warning that is coming from the book of Matthew 6:5 and Matthew 23:15. The message is, woe to you elected officials of the law. You are hypocrites. Woe to you that organize on the backs of parents and students of the Philly school district, but yet more schools are closing. Woe to you that supported the plastic bag ban, but manufacturers are using plastic for everything. That hardship of people paying for bags to take their grocery home. Woe to you that supported the resign and run legislation, but now trying to change it because it now affects you. Woe to you that shout one Philly, but villainize those that disagree with you. Woe to you that claims to be representations of God, but support legislation that is against him. Woe to you that says you support women and talk bad about any woman that stands against you or whatever your policies or anything that you're doing. Woe to you that work for special interest groups that donated to your campaign, but leave the rest of us people out here desperately searching for hope from somewhere. Woe to you that continually saying the ICE out because in these streets, it's being interpreted as illegal immigrants is in, and that this council cares more about illegal immigrant than the American citizens in this city.
There were no lies detected so far in everything that this woman has stated. She's slamming the Democrat. Yes, as she should. the people who have more than 2 brain cells in these blue cities, thank you so much, Abdullah, for your super chat and your support. I am sending you some more hearts. Where anyone detect any lies? Like I said, I'm going to reach out and see if I can get her to come on the show.
Woe to you, elected officials, hypocrites. Woe to you.
Boy.
Yeah. So you tell me what your thoughts are. This woman, let me cue up the next screen. And let me tell you, if you've been here for a while, you know how I feel. No lies detected. None whatsoever. Boom. Hey, my girls. If you've been on my channel for a while, you've heard me talking. This is why did I put up the right? Hold on. Yeah, I put the right screen up because I had a couple of things going on here. Here we go. This is why I have an issue. If you've been here for a while, Tina said, amen. This lady is 100% correct. You've heard me say this about the blue cities. Let me read this. Philadelphia generally ranks in the bottom tier for safety. Let me highlight this for the people in the back. Among large U.S. cities, frequently appearing as one of the top 10 most dangerous. Now, Tina, my girls, let me see who else has been with me for a while. MAGA, Caesar, anyone else who's been with me for an extended length of time. You know how I feel about this subject matter. Thank you, Abdullah. How you doing, Keel? Thank you for your service, sir. Okay, Abdullah, I am sending you some more hearts. Thank you for your support of the channel. Boom. When anybody has time, I suggest looking at the video of Marco Rubio's speech. I've seen clips of it. Thank you. Keel, thank you so much for joining us. All who are here, if you will, if you hit that little thumb, that supports the channel. If you share the stream out on your various social media pages, that also helps the channel. This is my issue with these blue states and cities. Philadelphia, which, how many of you are familiar with another name for Philadelphia? They are also called Philadelphia. Anyone want to take a reason as to why they are called Philadelphia? So, all of these city council members, save 2, are voting for this ICE out legislation. I could give a care about that. This is where you need to be focused. Does anyone understand my point? How you doing, Rid was Tech? Rid was Tech. If you are new here, will you let us know so we can give you a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome? This is my issue. You don't need to be focusing on ICE out legislation, ma'ams and sirs. I can't either, Tina. This Philadelphia is one of the most dangerous cities. And you know, me being an educator, you know I look at the stats so far as education is concerned. So again, let me say it again. And I know this. I've been to Philadelphia. That they call it Philadelphia because you may make it out, you may not. It is one of the most dangerous cities. Yeah, its educational ranking is mixed. It has high-ranking universities, but you know me, I'm looking at the public school system. Look at this. The public school system lags in national assessments. The city is often ranked as one of the least safe, large cities in America. Boom. Why are you focusing on ICE, ma'ams, sirs? It's quite obvious to me. This is where you need to be focused. Crime rankings. Philadelphia is consistently cited as one of the most dangerous, in the 9th most unsafe among 182 cities. Violent crime. The city has one of the highest violent crime rates among the top 10 most populated U.S. cities. You know, I bring the receipts. Continued violent crime. The violent crime rate, including unaliving, essaying, and robbery, is substantially higher than the national average. But you see where their focus is. Kensington Street, Casink. I've done a couple of videos where I had people on Kensington Street. They're all standing around or sitting on the concrete like zombies. They're drugged out of their minds. It's awful. Education rankings. You know, this is where I focus. Philadelphia. This is 2018. These are the I don't have any. They're probably too ashamed to put their latest rankings up. But this is from 2018. They ranked Philadelphia 58 in education and economy among 62 big cities. They're right there at the bottom. But they're focusing on ICE. Ride was Tech. Let us know if you're new here, love. The public schools, the school district, the Philadelphia, has ranked. Okay, let me highlight this. Near the bottom of 26 large city school districts in 4th and 8th grade math and reading proficiency. I mean, I could break this down by grade. Okay, but this is giving you a snippet of what they really need to be focusing on. Higher education. Now, right here it says higher education, you know, we're talking about university education. Despite K through 12 challenges, Philadelphia is recognized as having a strong, vibrant higher education sector. Again, I'm focused on the public schools. I'm not talking about universities. That's what that is. All right. And so I wanted to share that with you. Okay. To give you, and I've already done this. I've already shared some graphs with you. Philadelphia sucks. Can the rest of the country or states sue the sanctuary states or cities? They are defying the will of the people. Greg, that is an excellent question. MAGA, anytime a city starts talking about overtaxing the rich, you know it's about to collapse. The thing is, they don't want to stop funding illegals. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And that's where I stand. How you doing, Jeremiah? Let me speak to Jeremiah, and then you know my review. Your focus needs to be on the people who are responsible for you having your position. They need to be focusing on their constituents' needs. And you see, if you're just joining us, they've been very dismissive. If you're not on board with the Democratic agenda, they sit there. It sounds like at the end, if you were here when I was sharing the video of the young man, sounds like they killed his mic at the end, because remember, the man kept telling him to get back to the resolution or whatever. So they did not want to hear what that man was saying. And like Greg said, they're defying the will of the people. So again, the 2 city council members who voted against that, that's who you need to keep. The other people need to go. Stop voting for people because they're Black. Stop voting for people because they're women. You better vote for the people who are going to get in there, work for you, fight for you and your values and what, you believe in. These people clearly are on board with the Democratic agenda, and they most assuredly are not there for you. What are your thoughts? And you know what I said in the beginning when all of these sanctuary cities were like, we're going to continue to be a sanctuary city. All Trump has to do is cut federal funding. None of them can make it without federal funds. We know that. Yes, Robert, it does. The Democratic agenda is creating higher crime because then they could make up fake programs to steal the people's money. MAGA, that's what it's all about. Crime is lucrative. The prison industrial complex is lucrative. They need high crime. Then they go and get money from the government. So we're going to start all these programs to help the poor. And then they start getting that money and using it for something else. Boom. MAGA gets it. She knows what's going on. All right. And that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you. I may upload some shorts later on this afternoon. I have some running around to do. Who knows? I may jump on live again. Who knows? Just depends on how much I'm able to get done because I do have a few tasks that I need to complete. And then they have the nerve to tell the kids that they can't make it in the world legally, which opens the door for gangs to say, you can make it over here. Right, MAGA? You got it. MAGA gets it. And let me show you just in case, because I have some people here today that haven't been here for a while. So I just want to, just remember, you can Google the stats. I don't sit here and blow smoke up your rear. That's just where we are. And I am glad the people of Philadelphia are starting to follow the lead of our great brothers and sisters in Chicago who are fighting back, and they have been fighting back. Yes, Eco. Oh, my girls is back. Good. And so that's all I'm saying, folks. We need to support the people. And like I said, I'm going to reach out. I hope I can get that lady's name so that and she said she doesn't, she's not one for politics or anything like that. So she may say, no, I'm good, but I can ask. That's all I can do. I would love to have her come on. She seems like she's just a no nonsense person. And I like that. I really do. And that's what it takes. Grassroots people. They're not pretentious. They know nonsense when they see it. And they're sick of it. All right. So let me put up my page here for the people who have not been here for a while. Let me see. I will put it up. Okay. So if you will, go check out my shorts and make sure you check this one out. My girls, is this who you were talking about? How you doing? I'm just going to say ADEG. I don't want to jack your name up. I mispronounced it. ADE. Okay. Welcome to the chat. Yes, most people are sick of it. Make sure you check this out. I don't want to play it because if I play it, but yeah, it's short. It's about a minute. Okay, my girls, I wanted to make sure because I know you were telling me about that. And I told you I'd seen it, but I didn't have time to watch the entire clip. Watch this lady. She told all kinds of lies. She was attacked by MAGA. And they pepper sprayed her and she's showing her face and she's on there crying. And this black guy on the side of her, he was like, oh, ma'am, you forgot There's a video going around of what she did prior to this happening. So she's not a victim. Yeah, she is not a victim. All right. Tina, they're going to have to. They can't make it without federal money. So look at all of these shorts. I've been uploading shorts. And if you watch them, let me show you where the like button is, because a lot of people don't know where let me see if I can get
for committing fraud on a massive.
Yeah. The like button is located at a different place. So if you hit the like button on the shorts, that helps to support the channel. Thank you, my girls. So hit that when you watch it. And I know some of the videos, I see why most people don't hit it. It's hard to see. But if you hit that little thumb, that will help so much. All right, Abdul. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to send you some more hearts, and we are done, folks. But yeah, those of you who support the channel, there are many ways you can support the channel besides sending money. You can, if every time you watch a video and hit the like button, every time you hit the share button and you share it on your Facebook, or you can share it with, in a text message. You can share it on your X page, your Instagram page. Every time you share it, that helps the channel to grow. So if you'll do that, I appreciate it. We're going to go. Okay, Abdul is sending more money. Thank you, Abdul. For your support, I'll send you some more hearts before we get off. And we're done. Robert, I will try. I reach out to people all the time. Some people say they don't want to, they don't want to be in the limelight. They don't want to get out here. And I tried, Robert. I've asked many people to come on the show, and hey, it's not because I haven't been trying. Abdul, again. Abdullah, thank you so much for your support of the channel. And let me see here. There we go. More hearts for Abdul. So we're still trying to, we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. We're at 16,396. We were at 16,400. So I don't know how the numbers keep going up and down, but they'll grow up and then they'll drop back. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, MAGA, those are facts. Okay. So yeah, go and watch the short. The shorts for the most part are a minute or less. So I know a lot of you are busy. You don't have time to watch these long, drawn out lives. I get it. But hopefully, if you have a minute or two, watch the shorts. Hit the like button and share. All right. I should be uploading a short later. And if something interesting happens, I will jump back on the live. If not tonight, every Sunday I'm live at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll have an excellent live tomorrow. Make sure you're here tomorrow. And I'll be working and researching on that when I get back from my running around. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So if I don't get back on live, I'm preparing for tomorrow's live. Okay. But I've enjoyed all of you. If you enjoyed this content and you have not subscribed, we would be very happy to welcome you to the Rolynn's Reviews family. Okay. All right. Let me know. I'm going to come. Thank you, Greg. I hope all of you have a nice Valentine's Day. I'll be here preparing for tomorrow's show. And I got to go out here and feed the deer. Got to feed my kitty cats. So that's what I'll be doing for Valentine's Day. Feeding the animals, you know me. But that's all right. I will be all right. Okay. All right. If all hearts and minds are clear, we will end the live. And we are done. And like I said, share the stream with family. You can share it in a text message. Abdul, thank you for your support. There we go. Let me send Abdul some hearts before we go. Much love to you as well. All right, MAGA. Yeah, text it to me, dear. MAGA's always sending me some good info. Just Jeremiah too. All right, I'm going to end the live. I'll talk to you in the live comment section until YouTube stops it. Thank you for everything. Much love to all of you for your support of the channel. We're trying to get to 20,000. So if you want to help us get to 20,000, share the stream, hit the like button every time you watch a video. Thank you, Abdullah. I'm coming to talk to you right now, and I'm going to send Abdullah some more hearts.